All right, hey collective. I hope you've been looking good, feeling good, smelling good, eating good, drinking good, thinking good thoughts, having a good time, sharing good energy with good people in good places, doing good things. If you hear that noise, it's me shuffling around the different astrological signs to pull out one. All right, so this is for Virgo. All right, what's happening in Virgo's world? Ooh, someone may have been or is lonely and they're looking at something like a sweet reward. So someone is looking off to a sweet reward. It's either you, Virgo, or someone near you, something like that. Maybe someone that's traveling towards you. This may be, someone may be on vacation and is lonely, feeling like they're, they're managing to be glad, but looking at some type of sweet reward is what I saw there. All right, tell us more about this. What else is happening? Yeah, someone's found, like, I feel like it's like their own, like, shoes. Like, they found their place in life. They found, proper understanding of, what they should be doing. And this person is really trusting themselves. They're following their own good advice. They know what's best for them. Okay, Virgo? I know what's best for me. Okay, and that may have some people in this like wake up moment. Now that you've waken up to that, it's your moment, and people are curious, like, who are you? Like, people are trying to get to know this new person that you've become by putting on this particular special pair of shoes. Okay. So I see a really happy, you probably worked on discovering your life purpose by working on your inner child. So you're able to obtain some, secret knowledge or just knowledge about who you are and where you're going in life. Okay. All right. And you're not procrastinating. You're not, you're not holding back whatsoever. And you have a lot of help from the divine. So you're very protected as you move forward in this. Okay. All right. I like this. Tell us more. What should Virgo expect to obtain? Ooh, a place that's like home, like some place then lots of peace. A place that feels like home and feels like peace. There are maybe a lot of people. That's interesting. There are maybe a lot of people that are kind of looking and see you enjoying this peace at this moment. Okay. Yeah, individuals who kind of like stuck in their own cycles. Okay, what else should we know about that? Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. I've never had this happen. We're like yin and yang. It's like both of them just, that's being given to you from the divine, like true balance, complete balance. Wow. Yeah. And this is because you knew it was time to go. You knew it was time to move forward. Wow. They came out right next to each other. These cards, I don't even believe these cards, like, here's the thing. These cards are, I don't go through and put them in order, like to number and anything like that. So for that to come out wow. Yeah. This is bringing a lot of clarity to people who see your positivity. I'm like, this is, wow. I cannot get over that. Yeah. A lot of this has to do with your refinement and your positivity. Wow. One more shuffle here. Yeah, and that's why you're having this success. Whoa. I like it. That's what people are going to see. Like, people are going to see you and go, wow. Whoa. Look at Virgo. Yeah. You're being productive. In the area of like continuing forward and trusting. Okay. So you're being productive in the area of continuing to trust. What I'm hearing here is your own energy, what you've manifested. Wow. Okay. Maybe someone thought that they could steal the mature man from the mature woman or something like that. Because I just did this, I just shuffled, and the first thing I saw was mature man, and then I saw mature woman, and I'm just from what I'm looking at here. And then I shuffled again, and then it was like basically mature man was where this was, right? This card was here. and thief was on the other side. I shuffled again. Now it's mature woman and thief on the other side. And that's why I'm saying someone thought that they could steal the mature man from the mature woman or vice versa, right? And this thief, could steal this marriage from them. Wow. And make them, just become some type of like workhorse to the people that they are related to. That's what they expected. They expected to like keep this person as their sole gift and never allow this person to experience any gifts of their own. And they were trying to imprison this mature woman or, put it into this mature woman before that mature woman got on their pathway. Okay, but it doesn't look like that's what's happening. Like, there's that yin and yang right there. Wow. Yeah, this mature woman is in a courtship. Okay. Go Virgo. Yeah. I'm hearing they have their own family room. Okay. All right. Yeah. Look at this. And there is a lot of unexpected income and great fortune that's coming to them and their community. What I'm getting like by community is like soul tribe. People who have been working diligently on their journeys and who are, in similar journeys. And okay, what's about this false person? So there's a false person out here who maybe didn't even know like the amount of sudden wealth. Like, what is this telling about this false person? Oh yeah, this false person is possibly under judgment. Okay, give me a little more on that. Yeah. By the community that supports these lovers, the mature man and the mature woman. Yeah, because they consider these lovers and their connection to be high honor. Whoa. And that's why they're receiving this, this unexpected income. Okay, let's see if we can get anything else. What else should we know about this? Yeah, this mature woman is indeed the privileged lady. This is the one who all the finances belong to, this great fortune, this money, this sudden wealth. Look, I just split the deck. 11, 12. Like you can try to say the next step from sudden wealth isn't it going to the privileged lady, but what I'm understanding by being 11, 12, it's just like that yin and yang popping out because that's 1 and 2. I'm just saying. Yeah. There's someone who feels so imprisoned. I don't know if that's mentally, emotionally, physically. Yeah, whoever this thief is, because they couldn't get away with like trying to get people to believe that they were not a thief, right? Wow. Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah. And whoever this thief is, the fact that they couldn't get away with that, their pathway is in despair. Like it's been put to an end. Okay. Anybody that was in this family room, however that goes, that was working with them has also gotten this message of, look at it, message and concern. It does not get any. Yeah. Some of these people may be having trouble with their children. Maybe their children are suffering some way, shape or form, or their children can't find work. If these are like people who are older and their children, and their families might be having to move back in with them. Okay, one more here. Yeah, because the sudden wealth belongs to the lovers. Okay? Those that love themselves, those that love the people. Listen, it's the moment. This is the time. Cupid struck the arrow, and apparently these people have been enlightened to this. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, this moment may feel intense for, everybody involved in different ways, right? Like it's going to be intense for someone who was a thief trying to get away with something. And it's going to be intense for what I'm understanding for this connection, like intense in a good way, though, like in a positive way, because it's yin and yang. Goodness. Yeah. There's something here about telepathy. Okay. Oh, the telepathy is intense. And that's kind of what allured this mature man and mature woman to embrace one another. Okay. So this mature man and mature woman really, like, they had a very intense or have a very intense telepathic connection. They are able to embrace one another. They're able to explore their feelings about and through and for one another as well through that. Yeah. Like any confusion that may come up, they take that moment in time to really connect in their telepathic relationship. That's the boundary that has been set. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, that's the boundary that's been set. Like nothing can break that bond because their embrace allowed them to attract this type of commitment. Wow, if this doesn't sound like the divine masculine, divine feminine reading, people back here being enlightened or holding their enlightenment about this love being a true love. Like it's the part of their heart. They challenged any illusions about their union, and they really admire each other and have a lot of clarity over the course of time that they've been observing one another. Wow. They feel it in their soul and their spirit. Like there's nothing that can change this. Look. Okay, let me get another deck. I just feel like it's just so full of love. Again, yin and yang came out. After that, I already knew. Like from that point on, 11:11 on the clock. Yeah, they trust in love and friendship of one another, to one another, for one another, all the rest of that. Yeah, and they have the wisdom. They ask the questions that they need to ask. What I'm understanding is these two may never need to. These two may not. Well, that's true because I met a couple and I think they've been married for like 30 or 40 years. And I had mentioned something to the wife about communicating with her husband. And she goes, yeah, we used to do that all the time. But now it's like they think with one mind. So that may be what's happening. Yeah. Rebirth, giving that themselves a second chance. Like they think with one mind. Yeah, they're very inspired. Okay. Wow. Virgo. What else should Virgo know? Wow. Yeah. This transformation was basically them letting go of any darkness. Like them letting go of any darkness, of fear of darkness. That's what culminated this. That's what completed this renewal, this transformation. This, that's what really defined them in their journey. Anything else here out of this? Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah. And carving their own path, being very independent. So this isn't a relationship where people get lost in, one another at all. This is a legacy, a persistent legacy. That's why it was maybe so persistent, I'm hearing throughout all space and time. Wow. Okay, we did that deck. Okay. Wow. Yeah, whoever is disappointed about it, they just gonna have to, get over it slowly but surely. Like they'll get over it just like they get over everything else. Yep. Because these two aren't doing anything to like help people feel better about, what's going on. It's not their responsibility. Their responsibility is to each other, to celebrate with each other. What I'm understanding is because that's their responsibility to themselves. Yeah. That's making someone feel like they're not good enough. I guess the fact that whoever yin and yang is, the fact that they was like, time to go, and told other people no and whatever, that makes other people feel like they're not good enough. Because this came out in the reverse. Like, I'm seeing the hand near, it has someone questioning, why did they say no? Why are they turning down all these people? Because they wanted to relieve the pressure in their lives. Oh my gosh, this is too beautiful. Yeah, that's why they're not turning back. Wow. Yep. They're treating themselves to whatever they want. And apparently what they want is this connection, this union, right? Somebody else that is pissed off is like, this is BS. And they are panicking. They are panicking. They should be cautioned too that like if they go to do spell work or do anything against this union, like in haste. I left a comment. I'm going to make it an actual post. But I left a comment to someone else's communication about like these people don't have the knowledge that they claim to have or that they thought they have. Like they studied the occult things. Yeah, this is somebody who, you know, feels like, well, I never lied and said that I was perfect. Yeah, nobody's saying that, but this person does need help, you know? Wow. Because they knew, like, what I'm understanding is, like, they knew they shouldn't have done what they were doing. They feel very guilty. They're not guilt-free in this, and that's why they're pissed off. Okay. Let's see. Last few things for Virgo. Yeah, Virgo, you are, look, just go and enjoy. Have you ever ridden a unicorn before? I'm hearing like you better sit up tall and high. That has a sexual connotation to it. I'm just telling you right now. Yeah, they have determined that like anything that's outside of this connection is they're, you know, telepathically, they know they're both telling everybody no. Game over. Wow. Anything else out of this stuff for this? Yeah, they're spreading the love. This is something that they were afforded the opportunity to do, you know, to put this, whatever this, you know, like the bias is what I'm hearing, to an end by spreading the love. Like, game over. And they don't regret anything. Like, they don't regret going through, you know, the motions, going through the lessons. Yeah. Yeah. Like, they never grew exhausted is what I'm understanding. Like, even in the moments of being tired, they supported one another. It's the yin and yang. Yeah. See, it came right back out there. Or they just go out and, like, because they're independent too. Like, these aren't people who are codependent on the connection. They're codependent on themselves. And so that's why it's like, even in moments of exhaustion, they were able to kind of, you know, reset themselves. Yeah, this is an infinite relationship. Wow, this commitment. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Somebody is so mad. Somebody is so mad that whomever yin and yang is, Virgo, that they look at this person is pissed because you're just sitting there laughing at them. They're all going to laugh at me. They're all going to laugh at me. Yeah, this doesn't even want me to pick up the car. This is the person who needs help. Yeah, who has to realize, like, even what I'm understanding, like, even though it is the end, you know, and the beginning, like, just, you know, go get the help that you need is what I keep hearing. Go get the help that you need, because we saw how the cards came out. Yin and yang came out with each other, standing up, standing tall, right next to each other. That's why I gasped. You know, that's why I gasped. They must have thought somebody was like their comfort pet in this revolving door energy, but they found out something different. Yeah, they got trashed. Like, trashed as in, like, thrown away, thrown to the side. You know, that's what they're doing to any outside individuals that aren't yin and yang. Like, it's just only about them too. Anybody that's, you know, wow. Wow. Okay. What else here? Anything else? I got to get out of this reading because the time is up. Yeah. They are saying no to any past relationships, any past people, any of the, you know, broken bed relationships. You know, they're ready to spread their love. And I'm getting like, that's with their body. Yeah. They're kind of anxious to do this too. Wow. Because it's going to feel so different is what I heard. It's going to feel so different. I'm also seeing here, like, they're going to do it until, yeah, they're going to do it until they can't do it anymore. Fall down on the couch. Yeah. Ooh-wee. I'm hearing, like, what I'm getting from this is, like, it's going to be so different that they'll want to keep doing it. Like, they'll want to keep, you know, having intercourse. So I see a lot of intercourse. Like, it's almost like they may even have some type of, like, game as to, like, you know, who can exhaust the other first? Like, who can get the other person to tap out? And that's maybe because they haven't, you know, experienced anything like this. And because they're so pure, there's this level of, like, extreme, yeah, it can't be catfished anymore either. They won't, like, nothing will even, like, what I'm understanding is, like,
The days of being catfished or somebody trying to walk in and pretend like they could get them on the hook, or someone, having some type of ability to come and like distract the other, that is over with. That's done and over with. I feel like they've got all of the like antidotes for this. They've got all of the antidotes. Like they have all of the prescriptions for this, and that's why they've moved forward. Wow. Okay, Virgo, this went a little bit longer than I expected, but it's good news. All right, I hope that this has been helpful, insightful in some way, shape, or form, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.